Good day and welcome to another episode of Inside Abuja Real Estate. My name is Hosanna Roy and today we'll be talking about how Gen Z can invest in real estate. But before we do that, let's go on a quick short break. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
Do you need professional event coverage? From glamorous weddings to birthday parties, corporate events and more? 𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗥𝗡 Multimedia Limited is here. Camera rolling, drones flying, flashes popping, capturing every moment. Do you want pre-wedding shoots, chilled podcast sessions, studio or outdoor shoots? We bring your vision to life at 𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗥𝗡 Multimedia Limited.
Welcome back once again to our broadcast, and like I said before, we'll be talking about how Gen Z can invest in real estate. But before we talk about that deeply, I would like us to acknowledge our guests in the studio here with us. We have 𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗥𝗡.
Hi,
You're welcome.
hello. Thanks for having me here.
You're welcome. And we also have Dr. Ebenezer.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I keep hearing about Gen Z all over. I really want to understand, who are the Gen Zs?
Okay, when we're talking about Gen Z, you have to know the meaning of Gen Z. So Gen Z is Generation Z. We call them Generation Z. But the shortcut of Generation Z, before you now go and say Generation Z, the stress is too long now. That's why we now call it Gen Z. You get?
Yeah.
So there are people born between the year 1997 to 2012. And currently in this 2025, some are 13 years. They're actually 13 years to 28 years right now. You understand? So they are born to meet all the social media, internet. They're just like teenagers. I don't know if you're getting me. So they are born to meet internet, social media, smartphone. You know how, let me just say technology age now, technology time, you understand?
Okay.
So that was what Gen Z actually means.
Okay, since I heard you made mention of technology age, so how are we going to convince people that are into technology? You know how Gen Zs are, they love their phones and technology. So real estate is not about technology. So how are you going to convince them to actually invest in real estate?
Okay, most of the times when we talk about their age, they are tech savvy. So when people are tech savvy, so they deal with things that are not seen or things that are seen but you can't feel them. So they are always glued on their smartphone device, and real estate is something that is seen. Most of the time when we talk about real estate, people will say it's about the parents or older people. So it's bringing it real, bringing it from phone to be able to pull them off from their smartphone to a real world where they can see. So I think it's going to be a bit difficult, but if they buy the idea, definitely it will be a wonderful thing to do.
When you say buy the idea,
Yeah.
Gen Zs are quite they are very difficult. With the way you put it, you said their technology age. So it's not something they are going to get. Gen Zs, I think they love what is going to give them
Fast
ahead. So something like that, since it's about investing, and I think investment you have to wait. So what are the benefits? As a Gen Z, what are the benefits for a Gen Z to invest in real estate?
It's okay. Most of the times as a Gen Z buying real estate, definitely not that Gen Zs or teenagers, they don't really invest but most of them, they buy digital assets. So, and digital assets are not too secure. When I mean too secure is, when you are into fiat or digital assets, you'll be used with the word of pump and dump. So pump and dump mean when you buy low, sell high. So anything could happen. News changes the digital asset. But when you were able to pull your digital asset to real estate, definitely you've cross-bind or cross-filled your capital to something that you are seeing it. News doesn't affect it. So, and one good thing about it again is you growing with your investment. Yeah, I'm 20 or 19. I bought a property here in Abuja.
Yeah.
Definitely, by next 10, 20 years, I will be 39. And the property I bought is worth 3 billion naira. So when I tell someone that I own this property, he will be looking at it at your age. You're not supposed to.
But isn't some age like that has that kind of property?
Yeah.
You understand? So maybe
Most of the times,
yes.
yeah, like in this age now, there's so much belief they are glued to their system, they buy digital asset. So, but when you buy a property that is not worth that, so as you are growing, your asset is growing.
But as a Gen Z, like you said, their age gap is around 19 to 13.
Yes, to 28.
Exactly.
Okay.
So at that particular age, especially 13 or 15 years,
Yes,
and then you go to invest in real estate, won't they question like, where did you get that huge amount of money from? And maybe you get arrested for something like that, because I see it happening. They get to arrest all these young boys that have a lot of money. So isn't it going to be an issue?
To me, so the way I reason it, some people actually came from a rich family. You understand? So there are some parents that have this what will I say, sir? What will I call it? They have this stuff of buying a land property for their children.
Okay.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Some parents will buy a property for their children, for them. That means for the future. So when they grow to the age of having the
accountability age.
So they will now start knowing the value of what their father bought for them. It's not until the 13-year-old child should carry their own personal money to go and buy the land. Family help. Their parents will help them to buy the land. You understand?
Yeah.
So maybe that will not say, this is your birthday gifts, I bought you land for your birthday gifts, stuff like that, and every other thing. So maybe if the Gen Z age have gotten to the age of, let's say, 20, that was when he will now start realizing that his dad really did a lot for him. And again, he will know the value of real estate, of investing money. You understand?
Okay, not even at that. When you asked that question, so something was just came into my mind. Gen Z are tech savvy. Yes. So they stay on their phone too much, yes. For a very long time.
That's
so they play game. So if you are 13, 14, 15, 16, okay, or 17, like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, there are these games that they play in smartphone like Candy Crush, those that did buy. So it was just like a joke. People were just doing it until when Pi launched. There are people that get up to $2,000,
exactly.
$5,000, $10,000. So at that age, he can show proof of work. What is the proof of work? He did his Pi. He was mining, playing a game. So there are people that did crypto. So as if it was just okay, before then, I remember some guys they were gluing the phone, tapping something, tap, kind of a thing. Hamster. So you have
combat. Exactly.
So they did that. I know someone that he got up to $10,000 on that just thing. So what then he would do with that money? So, but when you now engage in putting that, instead of using this, throwing a big party, lavishing it, you can as well. You are 20 or 19 and you buy a property. Now, you should not be looking at the property at the prime location.
Yes.
Look at where people say, oh, when will this grow? You still have time. So you could buy a property of 5 million, 2 million, 1 million as case may be. Forget about it. As long as you bought it from companies like Top Profile. Companies, I use the word company like Top Profile. Why do I use a company like Top Profile? We have integrity. And we have state of time because Top Profile have come to stay.
Exactly.
Top Profile will be here for a very long time. So just imagine, after 20 years, you just walk into Top Profile. You are 30 then. And by then, the property you bought for 500 as case may be, or our 1 million naira, or like our property in Piakasa that is just going for 4 million naira now. You bought it. then in next 20 years, it becomes 1.2 billion.
Exactly.
So
And maybe that's why there will not be plot of
so
land again.
that place will be
Exactly.
out of. So you'll be boasting because you are too young to own a property there.
Exactly.
But you own it.
You know, some people doesn't have this mentality of, you know, when they have the money, they will be like, I don't know what to do. Unless someone will come and meet them and tell them that they should invest the money.
But I feel people are still like scared, especially the young
ones.
years. They are scared of investing like in real estate because there's a guy I met and he was like, no, real estate, no. Before they'll come and start searching or searching his house and start scratching everywhere looking for evidence that he's into shady business or so where he's getting his money from. So a lot of them are scared. So what is your advice? What are you going to tell all the Gen Zs out there? What's your advice to give them out?
Yeah, it is normal to be scared. It shows that you are human. So now, and if you are Gen Z, you've done a digital asset, you've done so many things that's online, offline. So investing in real estate is the least thing you could do. So like I said before, so the best thing to do is you should look for a reputable company like Top Profile. I know why I use the word Top Profile, because plus or minus, Top Profile is going to be here for 100 years. Definitely. So, and I know now you are just 20, in the next 20 years you'll be 40, so you still see Top Profile. So maybe by then, if you have much assets with Top Profile, you'll be one of the board of the directors in the Top Profile.
Exactly.
So because you can buy shares.
So we've all heard from our guests in the studio here with us, whether you're a Gen Z or not, you should invest in real estate. Thank you for watching. My name is 𝗚𝗧𝗔𝗥𝗧𝗜. See you next time. Same place. Bye.